So a year of the podcast has gone by, and we just want to say thank you so much for listening for the last 12 months. If you're still unfamiliar with the podcast, this could be your first episode. Myself, along with Ollie, Mikey and Jamie, have been on a podcast for the last year, all based around Southampton Football Club, maybe once, twice a week. In that time, we've done 76 episodes, calculating around 4,500 listens on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as a similar amount on our YouTube channel where we do highlights of the podcast or live streams or similar sort of content that we think people enjoy. And from a personal point of view, I've really, really enjoyed the last 12 months. And I don't think any of us thought the way that this podcast was going to go. We never knew the way this podcast was going to go. But importantly for us, we've got a core listenership. We're not massive. We're probably one of the smaller Southampton podcasts out there. But importantly to us, that we've got a core listenership that contribute every week. And we really appreciate those people. And to be fair, we appreciate everyone that takes their time to listen to us, enjoys it, likes the video, maybe shares it as well, because it's something that we really, really like doing. And even if we didn't have that many listens like we do now, we'd still do it because we enjoy what we're talking about. And that's the most important thing for us. But that's enough of me speaking. What do the other boys have to say about the last year?
Hi guys, Ollie here, just sending over a quick video message to say it's the 1 year anniversary since we started the podcast. Now, whether you're a new listener or you've been an old one, it's been there since the start. It's great that you've been listening and taking your time to listen, so I want to say thank you for that. This season's been kind of crazy, but it's been amazing to talk about, so hopefully you can stick with us for the next season. And yes, just want to say thank you again for taking time to listen to the podcast. So we'll see you for the next one, and make sure you're staying safe as well.
Hello listeners of the Saints Pride podcast, thank you very much. It's now been a year since we did our first one, which is a little bit mental at the moment, but lots of highs, lots of lows during this season. I know it's a strange period it's a strange time at the moment, but yeah, stay safe, keep listening, listen back to our old podcast if you want, thank you very much for listening for this year. Hopefully there's a couple more years left in it. Fingers crossed. Cheers.
Hello all you cool cats and kittens. This is Jambo Allen here, recalling the last year of Saints Prime podcast. There's been lots of ups and downs, maybe a few arguments in there, but I won't put in the podcast saying, am I right, Ollie? No, you love your editing. But yeah, it's been really fun. Good fun year. Really enjoyed it. Plus, it's really able to keep us as four together, as I don't know if all of you viewers / listeners know, none of us went to college together, so none of us went to college together, or now none of us got the same unis, all through across the country. I won't disclose where, Harrington and Derby. However, it's been really good fun, keep us all together, keep us all friends, and it's just fun. It's very interesting seeing how we've grown from getting 2 listeners per episode to 40. They're not seeing a lot to everyone else, but to us it really means a lot. There are people actually there out there listening to our content. So keep the faith and up the Saints.
Now we've said our thank yous, I want to have a look back at the last year, maybe landmarks, funny moments, arguments, because there's been plenty of those in the last 365 days. But first off, we're going to go back to a moment I don't think anyone would have seen. That our most loyal listeners probably wouldn't have seen either, due to the fact that we're actually on a different podcast at the time, and I'm pretty sure it's the only time we've been on a different podcast. We collaborated with loads. Weirdly enough, the Midlands clubs, Aston Villa, Wolves, the two that we've mingled with so far. But this one, it was good fun. It was really good fun to be on that podcast. And I was taking the brunt of a joke about the West Bromwich Albion scarf. You could probably see right up there now. And, it was a Wolves preview. And let's just say he wasn't too impressed with, a possible half and half scarf.
Harry, I know people can't see this, but I can see in the background a West Brom logo, and that means it must be a half and half scarf. And I think you should be kicked off your podcast for having a half and half scarf.
Man, go on, Tiz.
I do apologise for that, but it's something from when I was younger. When I was 9, I think West Brom were getting relegated, and I was watching them on Match of the Day, and for some reason I liked their kit. And so that's why that's up there, because I've visited them a few times.
Right, Harry, you need to get in the bin.
It isn't a half and half.
It's unacceptable.
It's West Bromwich Albion.
Ollie, will you
I
promise
must say,
us that you'll kick him off the podcast for his half?
Yeah, next one will be straight
do
right
that.
off.
Excellent.
Don't worry.
I'll make sure I take that down next time. I'll take it down.
Put some porn up or something. It's a bit of credibility.
I don't know what you mean.
Now, the next couple of clips are all about Jamie Allen. The guy never fails to make us laugh and even at some points cry, but we certainly miss something when he's not on the podcast. The first highlight of his is after our FA Cup home game against Tottenham, and with teams liking to switch their cup sides around, to rest their players for the league. We like to predict, the players that are going to start, and just a bit of fun, see how many points everyone can get. Jamie got quite a few players incorrect. He was getting slightly annoyed, to say the least. So what happened was, he got the piece of toilet roll, I don't know why he's using toilet roll, but toilet roll that he was writing it on, or wrote it on before the game, and decided to set it alight. Have a look at this.
Okay, I got 6, which I'm assuming is the worst.
I got
wait, for
Jamie's probably could have been worse because it's Jamie.
You got 8.
He's just changing.
Wait, shut up, mate.
Yeah,
He's just
Are you
changing.
going to give
I
us a
got
proper
6.
result? Or
I got the score right, so it's fine.
Right, so he put. I cannot see that. And
You
how
have
many?
Yoshi on yours as well. This is ridiculous.
Why Yoshida? Yeah. Oh, let's set that light.
Oh my days.
That was a good idea.
Guys, for people who aren't seeing what's happening,
Oh my.
Jamie trying to be theatrical and set a light is. Set a light is. Oh my gosh. You set a light in toilet paper.
Oh,
I'm hoping he hasn't got carpet because he
It's
might
all
be.
good, don't
confirmed.
worry.
Have you got laminate
didn't-
carpet?
oh.
My floors wouldn't. I didn't think it'd go up that fast.
Now to a moment that's a lot less dangerous, but funny in equal measure. After Southampton got revenge on Leicester with a 2-1 win at the King Power just months after a 9-0 embarrassment at St Mary's, Jamie had to stumble across the name Kasper Schmeichel when we were going through the play-by-plays. Looking back, I don't think any of us really know why we found this so funny. I think it was one of those you had to be there sort of moments, because when we said it in the past, talked to other people, they look at us in confusion, but thankfully we've got the clip, and it's certainly one of my most favourite moments from the last year of doing the podcast.
Ball through from Che Adams to Danny Ings. A cheeky finish from Danny Ings through the legs of Kasper Schmeichel.
Do you want to restart that bit, Jamie?
No, we're not
No,
restarting
come on.
that.
I want to keep that in. I want to keep that in. What Jamie called him. What was his name? Jamie?
Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah, that's the one. Go on. So, right, go on. Tell us what happened then.
What?
No, come on.
What are you on about?
Carry on. Right, so. Wait, come on. Tell us the highlight then.
What do you mean Kasper Schmeichel? What's wrong
Carry
with that?
on.
But then what's wrong? I understand what you're laughing me for.
No, that's alright. Right, so who put the ball through?
Che Adams.
And
That's
then what
a
happens?
Are you sure it's not H. Adams?
Che Adams. A quick ball from Che Adams. What the Che Adams? What's wrong with Che Adams?
Oh no, Jamie, it's
Oh
fine,
my
mate. You're doing everything perfectly. Just.
And then Annie Dings put it in the back of the net. So go.
What are you on about? I didn't say that.
Right, so but who was in goal then for Leicester?
Kasper Schmeichel.
Alright.
So Kasper Schmeichel was in.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Kasper Schmeichel. What's wrong with that?
All in all, we all love the fact that people are still listening and enjoying our podcasts. And so all the things you can see, such as the 9-0 loss.
I was around a friend's house because we were going to go to the sports bar, but they're like, just come around mine. So I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
2 Leicester fans, 1 Saints fan, a Villa fan, an Arsenal fan, 2 Manchester United fans, and I just got rinsed for approximately an hour and 45 minutes. So it's not ideal, to be honest. It was probably one of the worst viewing experiences I've had in my life. And now, like you've seen, my father
is now a meme on Instagram. So that's that's fantastic.
James,
Currently
got the photo.
19,000 likes.
To the comeback.
So it's the aftermatch of the Leicester game. I'm pretty hyped. How are you guys feeling?
What a game! What a comeback from only 3 months ago.
To Mikey throwing things. If his if his load is going to be terminated.
Why? Why did you ruin it? Why did you ruin it? Why did you ruin it? So Mikey's not happy now. Don't ruin Mikey's segment.
Every single week.
To me slamming things.
A great addition, but sadly, I don't think we'll be able to.
Tiz, can you repeat that just because I didn't hear any of that?
And Mikey losing it over the quiz.
Next question. The winger also scores an iconic equaliser in our championship promotion campaign. But who was it against?
Reading.
Who's going to buzz in first?
Ollie.
Jamie.
Reading.
Ollie goes in.
Yeah.
The correct answer with
What
Reading.
was it?
It was Reading.
I said Reading.
Did you buzz?
You did not buzz.
Boosh. One of those. Get in.
I literally said Reading. Man.
Yeah, but you didn't buzz, did you, mate?
You
I
got
don't
buzz.
care. I don't buzz.
Yeah, well, don't care about losing the point then. Follow the rules.
This is rubbish, mate. This is rubbish. I
Oh.
don't take part
He's
anymore.
still winning, man, and he's still salty.
There's also stuff, you've not seen that are more chilled out like this.
Go on, play me something beautiful.
I don't think I can.
Go on, imagine there's someone sat on your bed right now. You've got to seduce them with a song. What are you going to play for them? Yeah, sit back, relax, have a little drink and listen to this, baby.
We want to just say one final thank you to end off this video and expect the podcast to go back to normal when football returns. I've been Harry Tizard from the Saints Prime podcast. Remember to subscribe, follow us on Twitter at Saints Prime Pod, and go listen to our latest episode where all four of us react to the clips you've just seen and a bit more. But for now, see you next time.